I've actually never said this on a vlog before, but please subscribe. Your subscriptions and you following me on Instagram, on TikTok, on Threads, Twitter, whatever the fuck, whatever social platform you prefer, is really, really appreciated. It's been a minute since my last vlog. It's been like 3, almost 4 weeks now. And it's because honestly, I haven't gone out to do anything. I've just been in my home studio making content, making music, and yeah, so I thought it would be a good idea to show you guys what my temporary home studio looks like. And the reason I say it's temporary is because in about 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, I'm gonna be moving back to the DMV. I've been in Texas for the past like 4 months. It'll be 5 months by the time I leave. Just a little backstory, I'm originally from Texas and my family lives here, which is why I came to spend the summer with them. I live in the DMV, like DC, Maryland, Virginia. For whatever reason, I just felt like I needed to come back home and like just take the jump and do music full time, do content full time. So that's what I've been doing these past 5 months. And I feel like I've accomplished a lot, but it's just time for me to go. Like, I really don't feel like I can thrive here. Ever since I was a kid, I've always known that I wanted to not live in Texas, and which is so ironic because I feel like it's so trendy now for everybody to be moving into Texas. Whenever I tell people that this is where I'm from, they always ask like if I'm gonna come back, if I'm gonna move back. Absolutely not. Culturally, all the things that I love, whether it being hip-hop, art, whether it being everything, and it's not like that here. And I also enjoy having all 4 seasons, and it's also not like that here. I'm just excited to get back to the East Coast. I've always felt like my soul belongs on the East Coast, and for whatever reason I was just born here. But I'm always gonna come back here because my family is here. But yeah, so I'm excited to go back, to get all of my clothes back. I mean, if you guys have noticed, I wear like the same 10 shirts in all of my videos, and it's because I left all of my clothes in a storage unit on the East Coast. Whenever I came here, all I brought was my studio stuff, all of my shoes, my dog, and like just little summer clothes here and there, like workout clothes, because that's really all I do is go to the gym and work on music. So what I'm going to show you guys right now is just the basics of what you need to have your own home studio. Whenever I get back to the DMV, I'll set up my whole studio space in a different way because I have so much other stuff that I would really want to put on the vlog. So I'll do an updated version whenever I get back and set all of that up. But for now, I'm going to just show you the basics of what you actually need to record at home. So these monitors are actually expensive, I'm not gonna lie. You don't need something like this to get your startup studio. Whenever I started, I had like KRK Rocket 5s from like way back when. But these monitors are what I use. I have 2 of them, one on that side, one on this side. And I personally really like these, but again, I didn't start off with these. I upgraded after some time. So I'll put the price for these and the model right on the screen. The next thing is this thing right here. This is the Focusrite 6i6. This is an interface. So basically you plug in your microphone into these little imports right here, and this is how you can record. So this connects to my laptop, which then connects the monitors and the microphone. You also plug your headphones into this, and you need a good set of headphones. These are the ones that I have. I have no complaints. Again, the price and the name will be on the screen. These are pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Again, I upgraded with these over time. I didn't start with these like right off the bat. Whenever I first started for my very first home studio setup, the headphones that I got were like $20. So do what you can with what you have first and then upgrade as you go. Again, I've been doing this for years. Like, I've been rapping for like 8 years. So I had to eventually upgrade. Even this now, I'll eventually upgrade from this and get better equipment. Next is a laptop. I have a MacBook. Again, you don't need something this expensive, but my MacBook is from 2019. So I use Logic Pro X to record. A lot of people ask which software I use. That's my software of choice, and it's very simple, very easy to use. That's why I really enjoy it. Being a MacBook user, I definitely started off on GarageBand. So It's literally just like GarageBand, just probably a little bit more upgraded. This microphone right here is the very first microphone that I ever bought. It's $100 microphone. It really doesn't matter what kind of mic you use. Back when I was doing all of this for the first time, there wasn't any $20 microphones on Amazon. And actually, even back whenever I was starting up all of this, they didn't have those little bundles the way they do now where you can buy everything in one package. I'll tell you guys this story. The very first time that I ever paid for studio time, I think it was like $50 an hour at this local studio that we have here in Fort Worth. And that was the very first time I ever hopped on a microphone ever in my life. I had never been in a studio. I was nervous as hell. I had no confidence, no cadence in the voice, nothing. Like, I just went in with fucking hopes and dreams. In that 1 hour session, I paid attention to every single thing that engineer did. And as soon as I went home, because I knew I couldn't afford to be paying $50 an hour for studio time, I went home, I looked on YouTube on how to have your own home studio setup, and I wrote down everything that I needed. And I looked at the cost of how much everything would cost, and it was way more than I could afford at the time. So I started getting on OfferUp, on Craigslist, and that's really how I finessed my way into having my own home studio, was lowballing these fucking people who were selling studio equipment. I actually have a picture of my very first studio setup, so I'll put that picture in here. The mic is the very first mic that I ever used. I'm still rocking with it to this day. I do want to upgrade. I just haven't found the right mic to upgrade with. I also have this handheld mic. I don't record on this, but Billie Eilish actually inspired me to get a handheld mic. She did an interview with Zane Lowe, and she was saying that she uses a handheld mic just to come up with ideas and melodies, and just for fun, just to hear herself on a speaker. So yeah, I got this. I'll put the info in right here somewhere, but this is just for creative purposes. If you ever just want to freestyle, I mainly use this for the same reasons as Billie Eilish, just coming up with melodies, but also to get comfortable holding a microphone, because a lot of rappers, if y'all notice, they hold the mic like this. They're covering all of this. And you need to get comfortable holding it down here, so that way your voice can actually go into the mic. Holding it like this, that's why they sound so muffled when they're rapping, because their hand is covering the whole thing. It's actually kind of stupid, but get one of these just to practice, especially if you're a rapper. You want to get comfortable holding a microphone. These are probably a very unnecessary purchase. These are just some big ass speakers. These are club quality speakers. I'm pretty sure a lot of you don't know. I actually really like to DJ. I have some turntables and stuff like that I've been doing for years too. It's just another hobby of mine. It's nothing really crazy that I intend to make a career. Honestly, it's just fast money that you can make, and it's fun. But I don't have a passion for it the way I have a passion for making music and being a rapper, which is why I never really share it online. But these speakers right here, also very expensive, very unnecessary. You can just get monitors from Amazon and you'll be good to go. I love hearing my music really, really loud, louder than what the monitors can provide. I use the handheld mic to hear myself on these loudspeakers, just to get comfortable with my voice, to get comfortable with how I want it to sound, the way I like it to sound. Studio foam, again, back whenever I was starting out, this shit was expensive. Now you can get a bunch of it on Amazon for $15. Studio foam really just prevents echoing. You can see here, I have it on the walls behind me. In my actual home studios that I've had in my own apartment and stuff, I put it everywhere, but for the sake of me just being here in my parents' house, I only put it on this wall right here, because it's pretty quiet here anyway. The next thing I wanted to show you guys is actually maybe unnecessary, but it is one of these. This is a pop shield. I used to use this all the time, but when I was moving out of my apartment, I threw away one of my old mic stands because it was broken. So I just left it there, threw it away. But I left one of the pieces that I needed for the pop shield on that fucking mic stand. So I just haven't gotten around to buying that other piece. But I'm going to total everything up right here to show you guys how much it cost me to have this. But again, I didn't buy this all at once. I bought this over time. I upgraded little by little over the years, but there are so many other options. You can get everything you need to start your own home studio, and I highly recommend you do that, so that way you can practice as much as I have. Like, I have spent years and years and years practicing, so now whenever I'm in, with an actual engineer, or whenever I'm recording with Freddie, or whenever I do go to a studio, I'm already experienced. I already know what I want my voice to sound like. I already know how many takes it's gonna take me. Like, I already know what the fuck I'm doing because I practice so much at home. I've had a lot of comments ask me, like, how do you get better? How do you get rid of writer's block? How long have you been rapping? All these other questions that, like, people always ask. And the truth is, I've just practiced so fucking much. Like, I've practiced for years, and me being able to record myself is probably one of the best things that I have. Honestly, the truth is just practice. It's just constant practice. I can't tell you how many fucking late nights, how many early mornings, how many long ass fucking hours and hours I have committed to my music. Like, it's insane. Over the period of 8 years, 8 years is a long time. And within those 8 years, it was like, I'm recording at home. I'm trying to get comfortable in front of the camera. Like, all those years, I've built myself up to be who I am now. I had said that on one of my videos where I was like, I was listening to some of my old music that I very first recorded. And I realized that who I am now is who I always wanted to be. The person who's making videos, or the person who's so confident in, my art form, and just knowing that I'm good at this, and like nobody can say shit to me because I know I'm good at this. But it's like, how do you get good? How do you find that confidence? How do you believe in yourself to that level? And I'm trying to fucking tell you, the way you do, at least the way that I did, was I spent so much time alone, and I spent so much time by myself in my studio space making music. I didn't have anybody there to tell me that my shit was good. I didn't have anybody there to motivate me to hop on a mic. I didn't have nobody telling me that my shit was fire and that I really needed to work on it. It's like, no, that was all me. That's all self-discipline. Like, nobody was gonna come and save me, or nobody's gonna come and tell me to do these things. I just had to get up and do them myself. So you tell somebody, I'm gonna give you 8 years, show me what you can come up with in 8 years. Somebody will think, well, I have 8 years, I'll work on it later. It's like, nah, you gotta start, so that way when those 8 years pass, you can be like really good at whatever it is that you want to do. Practice. That's how I got here. So thank you guys for watching my vlogs. And again, I'm gonna update this whenever I get back to Maryland and I set up my whole new studio space, because I'll have so much more decoration and stuff on the walls and shit like that. So yeah, I'm excited for you guys to see that. I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see what I come up with, because each studio space that I do, I surround myself with a bunch of stuff that inspires me. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I have 2 new songs coming out. One on the 16th, one on the 30th, and I'm really excited for them. New music, new vlog. I'm leaving Texas soon, so I'll be in a new city again, a new place, in a new studio, and I'm really excited for all of that shit. So yeah, thank you guys for watching again, and please subscribe, show love, you feel me? Like I care, but I don't. And that shit flies way over their head like a 737, and my wings stay spread. Dreaming of the money, got cash in my bag, gotta wait.